So for Christmas one time, I remember we were at my grandparents' house and we were all opening presents, and I got all this Barbie set. Like I got a carousel, like I got all Barbie stuff. And my brother got a full motocross little track with all the little guys in it. And I remember I wanted that so bad that I didn't want the Barbie set that I got, and I was so mad that they didn't think that I would want that. And I didn't get it, my brother got it. I started riding dirt bikes when I was 8 years old. My dad got me a TTR 90 and we went out to Dell.
I was looking for an activity that I wanted to do with my two children, Jessica and Steven. And so we got some dirt bikes, and we obviously live in Utah and we have a lot of desert. So we went out to the West Desert and would ride out there and have just a lot of fun hanging out. We'd set up a camp and ride for the whole day.
He showed me where the gas was, and right when I got on it, I gassed it way hard. And so he had to chase after me.
Then one time the kids decided they wanted to go to Tooele. They had heard there was some really good riding there. And so they we went to the Deseret Peak complex and rode around there. Around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock at night, all these trailers started showing up. And so we asked what's going on, and they said there was an arena cross race. Well, I talked Jessica's older brother into going over to the arena cross race and racing that night. He had a great time.
Well, my brother, he was racing, and then in the class ahead of him was Powder Puff. So when he came back, he's like, "Dad, I found a class for Jessica."
And so that week I went out and bought me a 250 Yamaha YZ 250 so that I could race the next week.
So I did Powder Puff, and then I got my 85. And so since I was riding my 85, it made me faster on my TTR 90. So then I got a 110. And then that was the year then I went to like all the Powder Puff races, and I won USRA in Powder Puff.
This year, Jessica has worked really hard to win nearly every race that she has participated in. I was just looking over her stats a couple of weeks ago, and since April of this year, she had raced 27 races in the women's class, and out of those 27 races, she'd taken first place in 26 of them, with only one race being a second place. In addition to the women's class, she will also sign up and race in the boys' classes. And as she races against boys, she gets to experience even additional fierce competition. And she's done great this year, even racing the boys' classes, where there's been a few times where she's had a full gate of boys, and she's even come out on first place racing the boys, and as well as many podiums up against the boys. And I just think it's really fun out there for a parent as well as the crowd to watch and see a girl get involved in a boys motocross race and go out there and do exceptionally well and really battle with the top boys.
Because the guys kind of go nuts. They have to like beat you, so they just go wild. Maybe that's good too, because then they fall. And so then
a few weeks ago, we were at the Jeremy McGrath Powder Mountain National, and that was one of the first races that Jessica had the experience to be able to race against national caliber riders. And she ended up getting second place in the race, and there was a big jump that they had built in the middle of the ski resort that was over 120-foot jump, and Jessica was the only girl in the class that ended up jumping that jump.
Because last year I didn't do it at all. So this year I was planning, all I was thinking is I was going to do that triple. That's all I could think about. So I did it my first lap. I think I scared my dad more than I ever have before.
And when she came off the track, it was amazing to see the crowd just come and swarm around her. And she had 5 or 6 groups of people that wanted her autograph. Even Jeremy McGrath himself, when Jessica went up to get his autograph and talk with him, looked at her and said, "Oh, you're Jessica Goodman. I just watched you race." And Jessica was just excited to hear that, to have Jeremy McGrath comment on her racing.
Being in Utah is great for training because you have a lot of outdoor activities you can do. I really like to road bike a lot for training. I like that more than sitting at home in a stationary bike. So I do that a lot. I try to do that almost every morning.
She's had a one-track mind on just motocross and trying her hardest to become pro and to be just the best racer that she can be in every aspect of her life. Seems like as soon as she wakes up in the morning, she's thinking motocross. What can I do to become better? How can I work out more? What do I need to do to work on my bike to prepare it, to get it ready for the next practice or the next race? It's just all motocross when it comes to Jessica.
So practice starts. I practice stand-up laps, so I'll just go around the track and stand up the whole way. Then I'll do hard laps, so I'll have someone with a board and tell me my lap times and what lap I'm on, so then I can just keep progressing and do better lap times. And it really helps because I can do a different section and see if it's faster or not. My dad's a huge help. He's why I'm where I am today. Without him, I couldn't do any of this. He pays for everything, does everything mechanically on my bike pretty much. All my sponsors have been a great help. Yeah, this year's been great for sponsors, for me. I've never had this much help before. And that kind of makes me want to do better too.
When I met Jessica, I could tell that she had a drive and a commitment that was second to none. She's committed and she wants to take this as far as she can, and Plaza Cycle wants to be there to help her and be a good team with her. Not only is Jessica a good rider and very competitive, but Jessica as a person is a phenomenal person. And those are the type of people that you want to sponsor and be committed to and be a team together.
When we saw the results Jessica was having at the racetrack, we knew that we wanted to sponsor her so we could be a part of her racing future.
Well, anybody that names their cat Moto and has a 125 two-stroke blaring in the background of their voicemail is definitely suffering from a one-track mind. And we figured that's a perfect match for us with the company name One Track Mind. We couldn't have found a better person than Jessica to represent us.
I'm Jessica Goodman. Motocross is who I am. It's what I do. I'm committed.